one's skin condition is excellent, very vibrant. How about the one near the intake valve, subject 42?
Before processing, Sevruga sturgeon fish rest in clean holding pools to reduce stress.
This batch is ready for fertilization.
Noted. The color saturation is perfect.
Every movement during handling is slow and controlled, minimizing stress to protect the delicate roe structure inside the sturgeon.
The moisture content is within tolerance.
Confirmed. I've logged it on the tablet under lot 34B.
This preparation phase determines whether the caviar will qualify as premium, reserve, or ultra-luxury grade in the global market.
Only a small percentage of sturgeon meet the strict criteria required for high-end caviar production, reflecting the exclusivity of the final product.
Once approved, selected sturgeon are carefully transferred toward the processing zone, marking the transition from live handling to roe extraction. At this stage, precision and patience are essential, as even minor mistakes can reduce the value of caviar worth thousands of dollars per tin.
With preparation complete, the factory moves forward into the delicate extraction process that transforms live sturgeon.
The extraction process begins with precise movements, ensuring the roe sacs remain intact while maintaining the highest.
At this moment, timing is critical, as prolonged exposure to air can affect both texture and flavor of the caviar pearls.
Throughout the process, the temperature of the room remains tightly controlled to maintain optimal conditions for the freshly extracted roe.
Each batch is kept separate, labeled, and tracked to preserve full traceability back to the individual sturgeon.
This one meets the criteria. Approved for packaging.
Any roe showing irregular color, softness, or broken eggs is immediately removed to protect overall batch quality.
With initial separation complete, the caviar moves forward toward washing, grading, and salting stages that define its final character. Purified cold water flows slowly across the caviar, helping each pearl retain its natural shape, elasticity, and subtle surface sheen.
After washing, the caviar is allowed to drain naturally, ensuring no excess moisture remains before grading begins.
6 caviar pearls are then sorted by size, with larger and more consistent eggs reserved for premium and ultra-luxury categories.
7 color variations are assessed carefully, ranging from deep black to gray and golden hues depending on sturgeon species.
Only caviar that meets strict visual and tactile standards proceeds to the salting stage.
This traditional salting method enhances natural flavor while preserving the delicate marine notes of the roe.
With washing, grading, and salting complete, the caviar is ready to enter controlled maturation before final packaging.
After salting, the caviar is transferred into sealed stainless steel containers and placed inside tempered.
The salt begins interacting with the natural oils inside each fish egg, shaping the characteristic taste profile of premium caviar.
Unlike poultry eggs, fish roe remains extremely sensitive to pressure and temperature, requiring constant monitoring throughout maturation.
This gauge is fluctuating slightly.
Adjust the humidity target up by 2 points on the main console.
During this period, the outer membrane of each roe pearl subtly firms, while the interior remains smooth and buttery.
The maturation timeline varies depending on roe size, fish species, and desired luxury classification.
High-end caviar requires patience, as rushing this stage can flatten flavor complexity and reduce market value.
Only when balance, aroma, and texture reach optimal levels is the caviar approved for final preparation.
With controlled maturation complete, the caviar is ready to move toward precision tinning and luxury presentation stages.
Once maturation is approved, the caviar is transferred into a sterile tinning room where air quality, temperature, and humidity are strictly controlled.
The surface of the caviar is smoothed by hand, creating a uniform appearance expected in premium presentation.
Batch numbers and production codes are applied for traceability without touching the caviar itself.
Only tins that meet strict luxury standards advance, while any imperfections are removed immediately.
After sealing, sturgeon caviar remains inside small, flat, round metal tins designed specifically to protect.
These metal tins are engineered for direct contact with sturgeon caviar, using food-grade materials that do not alter flavor or texture.
No secondary boxes or decorative containers are used, as sturgeon caviar requires rapid temperature transfer through the metal surface.
Each small, round metal tin is pre-chilled before labeling to match the internal temperature of the sturgeon caviar.
Label placement avoids the lid seal area to preserve airtight integrity of the sturgeon caviar container.
Any metal tin showing surface defects or labeling errors is removed immediately from the sturgeon caviar line.
The small, flat shape of the tin ensures even cooling across the entire sturgeon caviar surface.
This container design is critical for maintaining roe firmness during storage and inspection.
All approved tins remain unboxed, exposed only to controlled cold air within the facility.
With metal tin preparation complete, the sturgeon caviar is fully secured for inspection and cold storage.
Seal is secure on this one. Confirm, no defects found here either.
The aroma is clean, slightly briny.
Good integrity. The eggs separate nicely.
They appear flawless under magnification.
Agreed. The gloss is exceptional.
Compliance confirmed. They meet all international regulations.
This inspection stage ensures sturgeon caviar quality remains stable before long-term cold storage.
Before leaving cold storage, metal tins are moved through a chilled transfer corridor so the sturgeon caviar never experiences temperature shock.
This strict cold chain handling keeps sturgeon caviar identical to factory condition, protected inside small, flat, round metal tins.
With cold storage and controlled transfer complete, the sturgeon caviar tins are ready for the final concluding stage of the documentary. The production journey concludes with sealed sturgeon caviar resting inside small, flat, round metal tins under controlled cold conditions. The value of sturgeon caviar is built through discipline, precision, and time. Each tin carries full traceability back to the original fish and processing batch. Sturgeon caviar remains one of the most demanding products in food manufacturing.
Inside this factory, value is sealed, preserved, and delivered in metal tins of sturgeon caviar.